My name is VanPebble. And today, man, we're gonna be playing... No, don't do the accent, please. I beg you not to do the accent. Just be yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little, I hate to do this, but I have to say it. I'm a little tired. Well, let me just say briefly what I did. I went to court today. So I we did this. We went to court because the Diddy trial, I'm joking, here's the truth. We did go to court, but we went because we were summoned, which is, I've never been summoned before. Actually, that's not true. I was summoned. Is summoned? Summoned. Summoning is different. I was summoned in, I want to say 2020. It was right around the pandemic. It was maybe 21 or 22, I think. And by that time, I just thought, I got it in the mail, and then I forget how I was able to get out of it, but somehow they just didn't need me. I think it was like they were going to call me, or I think actually what they were going to do is webcam, something like that. So when I got this summons, it was different because this one wasn't like, hey, maybe you're going to be the guy. It was like, no, you're gonna go there. This is the time you're gonna go. This is your badge number. You're our little bitch. You look like a bitch. You sound like a bitch. I was like, what is all this? Why are they calling me this? So anyway, they're like, they gave me like a badge number and everything. So I was like, oh, this is like real deal stuff. So I went and I did everything I had to do. I think I had to like fill out a survey or something. Like they wanted me to go online, which I must have done it and forgotten about it because I just like all of a sudden it came up. It was like August 5th and I'm looking like at like August 2nd or 3rd. I'm like, oh shit, that's going to be coming up on like August 5th. So it came up today, sure enough, and I was ready and I went and I wasn't even used. But here's the deal. I ended up not getting picked, but I still had to stay because they had 2 trials going on. So they go, so at the end of the day, it was like basically 2:30. They were like, hi guys, everybody come here, the people that are left. Because there was like 26 people or 25 or 26 people were picked, and I was not one of those people. So, and there was a good chunk of us that were still left over. So we're like hoping that we're like, oh, it's over. Please say it's over. And the woman goes, you guys have to come in tomorrow at 9 because we didn't get a chance to start this other trial. And it just made everybody just go, come on, man. Because we have lives, you know. And listen, I'm trying to take a good approach to this. Like, I understand being a good citizen. I did get a good chunk of money during the COVID times, and I do like to feel like I'm having a good life right now. I like my life. I like my job. I like where I work. It's very close to where I live. I can't complain. I work 3 days a week. 3, you know? So, but I still... it still is putting a fucking monkey wrench, and it isn't lost. I mean, one more thing I want to say about this, and we'll get on with the game. By the way, we're playing Balatro today. In case you haven't guessed, the theme song is very Balatro-y. And I want to give a shout out to Don Palombi, and I'm serious. Don Palombi is the guy that's playing this music right here. He is a great musician. He loves Balatro, and this guy basically, what this guy did is he loves it so much that he actually plays it live too. There's some videos where he's playing it live, and I at one point commented on one of his videos and I said, thank you, Mr. Palombi, for letting us use your videos, and he seemed to be okay with it. I go, hey man, I use your videos sometimes for intros, and he was like, he gave me like the fan response. He gave me like the thanks for watching and being hey, appreciate your watching, thanks for watching. I don't think he realized what I was saying is I'm jacking your shit because I feel bad stealing the guy's thing, but we're giving him a shout out. I've never been copyrighted by this guy. Shout out Don Palombi. He'll get another shout out at the end of the video. So before we get into the Balatro, because that is the game we're playing today, Balatro, which I'm very happy to be playing. Nice. So yeah, we're in the courthouse, and the woman's like, "You guys can leave, but you have to come back tomorrow." And look, my feeling on it is this. To sum it up, it's like, I don't mind like sacrificing. I've sacrificed my whole life, right? I think a lot of us feel that way, but it just feels shitty when they take their sweet ass time with us. Like, it seems like push it. Like, if you guys can, like, do these fucking trials, let's get it going. But who knows? You know, there's always red tape. Who knows really what happened behind the scenes? Maybe a lawyer, this happened, that. We don't really know. But to me, it just feels like I just want to fucking... Everybody I look at is the enemy. You know, I'll tell you the thing that's toughest is waking up at 6 in the fucking morning. I don't know about you guys. I'm not a 6 o'clock in the morning guy. I've always liked the shifts. Whenever I worked 5 days a week, I would work shifts that were like started at 3, you know, because I don't want to wake up at 6 in the fucking morning. And here I had to wake up at 6 in the morning. I didn't like it, but that's okay, ladies and gentlemen. That's the intro. But here we are. We're alive. Hey, you know what, man? We're alive. It's a blessing to be here on this planet, on this stream. I really mean that. I'm very happy. I'm always looking at the glass being half full, or the little bottle being half full. And this of course is not sponsored by Pure Life water. Not a sponsor, but by God, if they want to be a sponsor, they can be. Oh. And it's like, welcome to the world of court, you know? It's very interesting. And we'll talk about it a little bit, maybe at the end of the stream if we have time and we're not too tired. We'll talk about it. But right now, let's play the game. Yesterday's stream, we had a really long talk-up. So I don't mind that we had a long intro, but I feel like let's get to it today. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, even though we have adoed quite a lot, we did do it. We did do it. But here we go. Today's game is Balatro. The name of the series for the YouTube people. Hello. This series is called the Grinding Stakes series. The stakes thing always confused me. I want to say stacks so bad. In fact, when I first started streaming this, I said stacks and stack. It sounded good. Then I realized there's called stakes. What is a stake? Well, basically what it is you got this deck, and then you've got the chip, which is basically a stake. And we are going to play this. What are we going to do here? Should we just go? Where do we go? Let's start off with definitely not the black deck. That's going to piss me off. Let's go blue deck, black chip. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And then that's perfect right there. That's great. The face is good. That face is bad. Just kidding. Hi. All right. Let's go. Oh, and then this is what I wore to the thing, and I'm like, I thought like it's kind of a good look. I had this on, then I had like these nice like brownish colored like cargo pants, and I had my boots on because I have boots because I'm a security guard, you know, it's what I do. So it felt like Sergeant Slaughter. I kind of look like a young Sergeant Slaughter, don't I? Let me tell you something, Hulk Hogan. You think you're gonna... It's America! America! Let me tell you something. I could probably do the wrestling thing. I do not care about wrestling. I care about video games. Let's go. Thank you very much for your patience. Guys, here we go. Balatro, VanPebble. It doesn't rhyme, but it doesn't have to. So thirsty. And the funny thing is, I really did nothing all day. Like, I really didn't do anything today at all, and I'm fucking exhausted. I think, well, my theory on why I'm tired is because I had to get up at like, I'm not used to getting up early. So like kind of throws, your energy's not there, you know? So I'm like just like throwing myself around at like, you know, it's just very unpleasant. Let's be honest. The whole thing is like, I'm just not in the rhythm of getting up early in the morning. And then all of a sudden it's like, this is what I kind of get annoyed by people. Wait a second. Ooh, I would love to buy that. But we can't buy it, so let's see what's here. Love the Space Joker. Let's get Space Joker. And it's low enough where we should be able to, here we go. Five, 6, 7, 8. Doobie-doo. Scooby-dee-doo, be-doo. Boo, boo, be-doo. Yeah, it was kind of in, let's see, it was... Getting up early was the hardest part, and then, like, once you're there, you realize, like, hey, this is easy, you know? Shit. Right? But it's just that thing of like getting up early is brutal. If I don't know if anybody understands or feels the way I feel about that. That is a rough, tough stuff. Because I'm used to getting up at like 2 or 3, and I'm getting up at 6 in the morning, and I'm rolling out of bed, and I'm basically like, I've got to... Also, the thing is, I don't usually travel. We're going to just talk for another second here. I don't usually travel. We'll get back. I'm so sorry. It's on my mind. And like, because I want to focus on the game when I'm playing. So we'll just give me another 30 seconds here. Holy shit. So that's what I did today, and the whole time I did, like I said, we didn't do anything, but there is that feeling of like, this is a new thing I've never done before, and I've got to get my ass out of bed, get my ass to the bus stop, which is kind of a shit. I live kind of in a good area, but it's a little bit dangerous sometimes. So in the early morning, you're always getting ready to see some, you know, it's not crack anymore, is it? Fentanyl guy going like just a dumb guy that can't talk, and you're like, oh, am I gonna have to punch somebody? Like, what am I supposed to do here? So then I get on the bus, and it's just early, and you get there, and it's early, and they take their sweet ass time to fucking start the thing, and then they play a video. You gotta watch the goddamn video, and then the lady is like, the one woman that's there, she's like, everybody looks tired. And you just want, I literally wanted to tell her, hey, shut the fuck, let's hurry the fuck up, let's go, you know what I mean? So I think all of us felt the same way, which is good. And it's nice to come home and stream, but I gotta do this again tomorrow. Like, I've got to go back tomorrow and probably do nothing. I'm probably not going to be used. And so I'm really hoping that this is the last day tomorrow. And fuck. And if it's not, it'll be exciting. It'll be fun, you know. I knew that it's kind of exciting and fun to be part of like a thing you've never done before, especially the jury system is interesting, you know, but goddamn, dude, like the way it's just, to me, it's a bigger statement about how like you're treated as a person. Especially a lot of us are not rich, so we don't have the choice. We have to do this shit, you know? Like, a rich guy would probably find a way to get his lawyer to fucking do something, and they wouldn't have to go to this fucking bullshit. But a poor guy's got to play by the rules. You know, I don't want to go to jail either. I could see that happening, actually. I could see it happening. Or getting fined or something. So, And nobody wants to, and I don't want to be the loser guy who's like, I'll do whatever the hell I want. They could come take me in jail if they want to. I ain't gonna do no, like, I'm so sick of that attitude that people take on, like they're fucking above the law. Just follow the fucking rules, people, will ya? So that's where I was like, well, I should put my money where my mouth is, so to speak. Like, just go, try to have a good attitude and just go do this thing, and then hopefully you won't get picked. But if you do, it'll be fun, you know? And we didn't get picked, and I was happy about that. But we still might get picked tomorrow. And I think the deal is there was 2 trials, and one trial happened. I think the other one didn't. So I think they were like, well, we need these guys for backup in case it does, or when it does happen. And so I think that's the whole story. I'm sorry for continuing to talk about it, but it's fresh on my mind, you know? It just happened. So that's where I'm at with it. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is perfect, actually. Dude, this is actually perfect. This is actually perfect. 2 pair spare trousers, Joker that needs 4 cards. These 2 guys are perfect for each other. And then this guy, oh, this is great. Okay, let's go. And then we get a negative. I mean, come on, it's all going well here. Let's do it. Okay. All right. All right. Looking better. There we go. Okay. See how that builds? You got 12 chips and 6 multiple now, which is a good place to be. You get a negative there. That's a nice one. Oh, the 2 pair negative? Dude, that's really good. Okay, so that's 80 chips when we do 2 pair, which is now listen, you can live, but you can also die by the 2 pair. So but basically the spare trousers multiple will build. We're in good shape here. It's not the only hand that we have to play. You don't want to get stuck in that world where you're like, that's the only hand we can play, because you'll get fucked up the culo. Your culo will get fucked in the bulo. You culo, bulo, bulo, fulo, hulo, hulo, hulo. And we all know what that means. Doesn't mean anything. I made it up. So yeah, that was like, and look, it's a shock to the system. And my life is a system shock. Like, basically, when I work as a security guard, let me just say this too. It's okay. It's my stream. This is how we like to do it. We'll get into it. Don't worry. Relax. We're going to play the game. So my shock to the system for me is I'm a security guard. So when I go to work, it's like a tightrope emotionally. You know, you could have somebody go, you stink. And then somebody could come up and go, here's $50. I had somebody tip me $50 one time because they were like, you're so good at this. I swear to God, like, I'm not saying I am good. I'm saying they said it. And they were like, I mean, I've been tipped $100 before by someone as well. And, you know, and then I've also had people be like, you think you're a cop, you fucking loser? And these are like, usually it's teenagers that do that. And those are the scariest ones, actually. High school kids are scary because they're just getting their man strength and they want to test it. And they could beat your ass. Like, you don't want to fuck with teenagers, dude. You might think, like, he's fucking 15, he's 16. Or even 18 is even worse, because then they're really, like, their sex drive is up and they have no morals, or there's nothing going in and out. It's just, there's nothing going in there and teaching them anything. They're just like, I'm an asshole. I'm a sexual asshole. I'm a deviant. I'm a teenage asshole. And there's that, and then there's also the thing of just not getting a lot of sleep. with the security thing. So like that's really tough. And then to have to do this, I actually feel a little bit kind of like, I don't want to say crazy right now. It's just not a healthy thing to be fluctuating your sleep patterns like that. That's not all I have to say. Obviously I have more, but we're gonna leave it at that. Here we go. Thank you for letting me do that. That's nice. This is an interesting run too. I've never done this type of run before. I'm pretty sure I've never done these particular guys together before. This is nice. This is really nice. I'm having a good time with it. Let's see. Let's keep going. Da 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 da. Okay. $14 multiples, very good. And then this clever joker, I'm just very happy about him. Let's pick up the rocket to get some money flowing. And then, okay. Here we go. I'm sure there'll be I'm pretty sure we're going to get a boss pretty soon, and it's going to be, if you play 2 pair, you lose your money to 0. I guarantee you that's going to pop up. This is a really nice one. So we got a good, I mean, look, the blue deck must be like one of the easier ones, is what I'm thinking. And now that I think about it, I think it is actually, like, because it's giving me all the stuff that I want. You know, eventually we're going to get rid of some of this shit, though. Like, probably, I don't really need the supernova. And the rocket I don't need either. So if something better comes up, we can do that. So far, nothing better has come up, in my opinion. Let's juice up the 2 pair, of course, and here we go. Yeah, I'm just really glad to be here. I'm sorry for complaining, but you know what? Sometimes you got to get that shit out of your system, and it feels good to say it. It's because I've been feeling it all morning, just like, what the fuck are we doing? And it's just life. Like, life doesn't care. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's like, and maybe it's because I'm not a rich guy, but because we're poor, we have to do what society tells us to do a lot of times. And I don't mind the sacrifices, guys. I don't mind the sacrifices, but I just do wish, like, god damn. I'm trying to get into a thing in my life where I'm doing well enough in my life where I don't have to be pushed around like this, you know? Where I make the hours and I do what I want. Of course, everybody wants to do that. But look, that's not how it is. And I would be a bigger asshole if... I think it's okay to complain about it. I would be a dickhead if I just actually thought the things should go my way. No, that's not the way life is supposed to be. And maybe it's supposed to be hard like this. Or maybe you're supposed to change it. You're supposed to change it. It's supposed to suck, and your job is to live and be, and there's other stuff you're supposed to do, fall in love, this and that, make friends, do this, but then you're also supposed to, like, manifest your own destiny, you know what I mean? Like, make it so that your life is better. Tweak your life so that you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and go to court or whatever, you know? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just talking out loud here. And it feels good to do. Let's see. Let's do these guys. But this is definitely, like, for sure, this is an easier way, just as far as, like, this deck here, back to the game here. This blue deck gives you so many hands. It gives you 5 hands, which is quite a lot of hands. I would say it's time to get rid of the rocket. Pick up this guy. And let's see if we can try to get this thing popping here. Do-da-do-da-do-do. Let's see what this does for us. I was hoping that would get the hologram going. The hologram's not going to go. Alright, let's do a flush. That's not a flush, is it? Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's get rid of all these cards. Let's do that, do that, do that, that. Do that, do that, do that. Listen, I've got to tell you, on the other flip side of it, it was a fun day. Like, all I did was listen to music and, like, spent a lot of time on my phone just chilling. I mean, it wasn't like I was doing, but that's not the point. And I think we all know what I'm saying. It's not the point. The point is somebody snaps their fingers and says, you have to do this, and you better be on time, and you better be there, and you better be there, and you better be there, and don't be fucking late, and if you are, you could go to jail. And then they just take their sweet ass fucking time. Sorry guys. It looks like the trial is gonna go on a little further. Like, come on, man. What is the judge jerking off in there? You know? I am kind of glad in a way I'm kind of glad, because it does, like, piss me off, and I kind of like to be pissed a little bit. There's something about being pissed off in life that I think is it's a good drive. All right, here we go. Now we have a multiple. We have a times multiple, and we have a proper run now. This is a proper run. Admittedly, I'm not going to get cocky because I know, first of all, this game can fuck you up at any time. But also, I think blue deck is a little bit easier than most. And let's take a look at our hand values. Our hand values are as such. The 2-pair is juiced. The straight is juiced. We got to juice the flush and the full house. And the 3 of a kind. And the 3 of a kind, milady. And the 3 of a kind, milady. Don't forget to juice that as well. You know to juice it, you know. Okay, here we go. Booby-doo. Ah, yeah. That's nice. The Supernova is a fucking really good one. It's one of my favorite ones. I just love it. You know, I just love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm in a good mood. I mean, I have to say, it is a day off. But that's the thing, too, where it's like, wait, no, this is your day off? Yeah, like, it's like, I definitely am glad that it gets me out of the house, but, like, I'm not really doing anything. I'm taking like an hour to get to the courthouse because I'm taking the bus. So it takes me like an hour to get there. Like, it doesn't even really take that long, but just prep time. Make sure that I'm on time for the bus, and then make sure, and it's like all that effort and energy. And it's like, this is a day off, man. This is not how I want to spend my fucking day off. So there's that. But then there's also people that are having a way more miserable time in life. So I really know that, and I really don't want to complain. But I really have to get it off my chest. There you go. And let's juice it up. Let's juice up 3 of a kind, as we said we would. Okay. Nice. Scooby-Doo. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! I wonder if generations these days know what that is. Like, do kids just not know who that is, or do they know who that is? I'm actually really curious. The spare trousers is off the chain, man. 36. Here's what we want to figure out. Obviously, we're gonna play two pair a lot, okay? But here's the deal. Not every hand that we play is gonna juice with the Supernova. If we pick up the Swashbuckler, we should be at least at like 18 multiple, I think. Something similar to that. So that means every hand we play, we'll get that multiple. So guys, I gotta say it. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Supernova. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna pick this one up. And so it's a 16 multiple, which is really good. And so that's a guarantee 16 multiple. So even if, let's say we play like a pair, or we play like a full house. Well, the card that we had before was only going to give us like a 2 or 3 multiple for that. Even though you're going to get, I mean, look, the spare trousers, we're in great shape here. I don't want to confuse the issue. Let's just keep going. Yeah, we're in very good shape, and we have 1.5 multiple plus another. We actually have a times 3 multiple because of the polychrome. Now we have a spectral, destroy 5 cards in your hand, gain 20 bucks. Don't mind if I do. So now I got 20 bucks. All card packs are 25% off. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Another negative Joker. It's just fun for everyone. For everyone. And we're having a good time here, folks. Let's add another card. Oh, we're adding 2 cards. Don't mind if I do. We're at 2 multiple plus the 1.5. That's 3.5. I can do math just like you. I can do math if I really want to. Let's go. So this is one of those moments where it's like, all right, so let's see what would happen if I do. Wait, why am I at 12? Why is this at 12 multiple? It's supposed to be 16 multiple. Adds the sell value of all other Jokers. What happened? Okay, I don't know. I was gonna say, well, let's test it where we just do like a pair. So we'll just play like a pair. Alright, that was terrible. Alright, let's do our big thing here. This is our big one. There you go. I think no, I still think it's a good idea, but I could have sworn it said 16 multiple. I don't know why it's less now. There we go. We grab a free roll Joker. Now it's at 15 multiple. I don't know why. I could have sworn it was 16, guys, but I'm not going to harp on that. We're going to move on from that. Ace 2, 5, or 8 gives 8 multiple when scored. Like, at some point, do we just get rid of the Swashbuckler? Is that one of the ones we could just get rid of? At some point, do we get rid of the Space Joker? These are all questions you have to ask yourself. These are our values. Our valued hands are looking pretty gorgeous. Look at 2 pair. 3 of a kind even juices. But the 2 pair, the straight, we got to get that flush and full house juiced up. We got to juice it. We got to juice it up, guys. Come on, you juicers. Hey, you guys juicing it today? You juice. Remember when everybody was saying juice? That was XQC, like he's still the man, but like he was on fucking top of the world when everybody was saying juicer this, juicer that. XQC, man, and he's still. I mean, the guy's. Listen, I don't want to lick his balls, but goddamn, that guy is like. You want to talk about a guy that just over accomplished and just continues to do so? That would be XQC. And I mean that in a good way. I'm not trying to be like, he doesn't deserve it. He fucking deserves it. He deserves it. XQC, if you see any chance that you see or hear of this, you fucking deserve it, dude. You know that you do. I mean, you can be humble. If you had to really work for a living, I'm sure it would be tough for you. But dude, you fucking made life better for a lot of people. There's so many reasons why. So here's what we do. We want to make money here, right? Right? So at some point, like, I hate to get rid of the swashbuckler, but we're building the trousers up. I would love the rough gem right now. I'm thinking about getting rid of the space joker. But then if the, by the way, at this point, if the baseball joker shows up, I don't care. And I say that because space joker is an uncommon. Do we get rid of, oh, this is an uncommon too. Okay, so that's good. The thing is, the space joker gives you better poker hands, but guys, we're juiced. We're juiced up. We don't really need this anymore. And you know what I'd like to do? Make money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that joker. I'm going to pick this one up, and it's still an uncommon. So if the baseball joker does come, another thing, a big reason why we did that is really because our ante is at such a, we're already almost at the 8th ante. So like we're looking to, like, you know, we're almost at the end of this fucking run, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, let's do it then. Let's do it. I mean, really do it. It's from a movie somewhere. It's like Bill Murray at some point is like, let's do it. Let's really do it. I forget what movie it was. What movie was that? Let's really do it. Okay. So we know we could beat this blind. And I feel like we could use that. We got rid of that other thing, the space joker. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick a couple of these to juice things up. What are we trying to juice up? We're trying to juice up the flush and the full house. So let's juice up the full house. And let's juice up the straight. And we are fucking juiced. Let's take one more look at the juice. Look at that juice right there. Level 11. Although I was watching one guy play one time, and this is sometimes depressing to watch other people play. He had like this thing was, I don't know how he did it. Level 20, like some of these guys are insane, dude. But we're not there. I don't know if it's gonna take me a million years to get there. What is our pair again? The pair is 25-3. That's weak. Okay. Really weak. Okay, here we go. There you go, guys. That's how we do that. The full house is at a level 3. There you go. So now you're looking at, what are you looking at now? You're gonna juice that 2 pair once more. You're gonna juice up. Is VanPebble gonna bring back the juice? The juice term? I love it if he does. I love it if he does. Oh, I will. Listen, and also, we woke up early and basically did nothing. And sometimes that's worse than doing something. It's like, that's why there's energy. Like, look at all the energy I have right now. I was so tired today. And it bothered me because there's no reason for me to be tired. It's really not. I guess we'll make this wild. Retrigger handheld abilities. We don't really have handheld abilities except for the rough gem, right? Right, you guys? Hey guys, right? Let's take a look at the next few blinds, guys. All cards are debuffed until 1 Joker is sold. That'll be easy. We'll just sell this one. That's so easy. Please. And then we're looking at this next one is 100,000, then 150. We'll probably skip the 150 to beef up our hand values. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 8th ante, and I am not your auntie, but I'll be your uncle. Here we go. Hey, yo, what's up, Unk? Unk. Okay. I shouldn't make fun of it because I was like a little bit of a wigger when am I going to get canceled for saying wigger? I never use the N-word, by the way, but like I feel like you can say it when you're describing a white guy, because then there's also chigger, which is a Chinese guy. I guess we're in bad territory here. We should shut up. But I was that. Let's just say that. I probably was close to that when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. And listen, look at that value, guys. I mean, that is that's so nice. I mean, the blue deck is just such a lovely deck. Lovely deck, lovely deck, lovely deck. Oh, and he juices that up too? Oh, he's juicing up the full house. Oh, we're gonna juice it up. Dude, we are juicing like so much juice right now. It's like, oh my god, juice. It's God juice is what it is. And then watch this. What's this? What's this? What's this? Oh, what if he juices up the 2 pair again? Oh, the 2 pair is so juicy. It's juicy is what it is. So then we will skip this one. And we will juice up one more time. The final juice countdown. And let's take one more look for posterity, or is the word prosperity? I think the word is posterity. I'm going to say I think the word is posterity. But just a moment, we need to take a break because I need to take a posterity break. I need to do a vocabulary break. Because I like to say stuff and when a word comes out, but I want to make sure that I actually... Here's the difference between a guy who just speaks Ebonics, because some guys can speak Ebonics and you let it go. You know why? Because he's speaking from his heart and his head. He's just letting the words kind of flow. And a lot of times a guy will say stuff and you get it. And you go, all right, that works. It's cool. It's cool. Because at least you're making sense. But I like to take it a step further. I like to go, I will speak Ebonics sometimes, but if I can find the right word, I will. And the word is posterity, and it is all future generations of people. So we're doing this for posterity. I'm not sure that's what I really meant, but I think it is. Let's do this for posterity. for the future generations. I like it. Let's take a look at our hand values. This is pretty much it for this, at least for this, guys. I mean, I don't know how we could do any better than what we're doing right here. Like, should we continue to play? Absolutely. I'm just saying. The full house. Look at this. High card and pair whack. Let's keep talking like that. It's whack. But 2 pair is juiced. 3 of a kind, juiced. The straight is juiced. The flush is a disappointment. The full house is juiced. Obviously, straight flush is juiced. 4 of a kind is juiced, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know that it's the best I've ever done, but this is a pretty good one. We got to get rid of one of these jokers in order for us to play, so we'll get rid of that one. And ladies and jokers, that's right, I said ladies and jokers. I said it on purpose. Ladies and jokers. This won't be it, but it's getting close. Here we go. Again, that was pretty good. It's going to take more than that, though, for sure. I'd love to get a straight right here. Here, let's play these guys. That was just a pair, is all we did there. That was just a pair, is all we did there. That was just a pair, is all we did there. That was just a pair, is all we did there. That was just a pair, is all we did there. All right, here it is, folks. You got it. Screenshot this. Send it to your mom. Boom. And there it is, guys. There it is. It's not often that we do it. It's not often that we do it. Do it. Step it out. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's take a step it out break. Ready? Do it. Step it out. By the way, this stream is not sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. I would say we probably don't need this. You know what? Let's not drink this right now. Let's just keep drinking water. Guys, that is... I don't want to call it a stream. Because it really surprised me that we had a run right out the bat. But I'll tell you why we were able. By the way, let's just take a quick look at it. Let's give a little honor and let's give a little good feeling for the Rough Gem. Rough Gem, thank you very much. Didn't really do much for us. Didn't really need this one. This was one of those where it was the last minute. But the Clever Joker was... I mean, it just came together, guys. The Square Joker... The Swashbuckler, if I could turn back time, I probably would have kept the other one, maybe. But still. The Space Joker that we had before gives credit. The Spare Trousers. Spare Trousers. I mean, they look ugly. It's a nice card, though, isn't it? The Hologram. Hologram was a great Joker. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. That's going to do it. For that run. That run is over. Say goodbye to that run. So now you got so now basically the blue deck, you're gonna go for, we could go for the blue stake blue deck. And I'm thinking we seem to really enjoy that. So I'm thinking let's play the blue deck again because we had so much fun doing that. And let's make sure our camera's still on in a good place. Our microphone is working. Everything's working. That was beautiful, man. Let's continue to play this game on the blue deck, which is, I think, maybe my favorite deck. I like the green deck, I know that. I know there's a deck that gives you, like, a lot of money straight up. Like, straight out of the gate gives you money. And that's really good. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that sucks. That's really stupid. Okay. There it is. Yeah, I think I think it's the green deck that gives you money. I believe. I believe. Do you believe in love after love? I finally said it, I'm said. I really don't think it's hard enough. Oh, do you believe in love after love? Does anybody remember that song? Like, it seems like nobody gives a shit about Cher anymore. And by God, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. Poor Cher. Well, Cher's old now. I mean, dude, when she came out with that song, do you believe in love after love? Life after, or whatever she said. That song was a huge hit. It was a huge hit. Here, let's ask Copilot. Everybody say hi to Copilot when she comes on.
Hey again, Blacktop Ice 8.
Hey, can you call me VanPebble?
Absolutely, VanPebble. What's on your mind today?
Is there a reason why I can barely hear you?
Sorry about that. Let me turn up the volume.
Turn up the volume as loud as you can.
Alright, turning up the volume.
That's horrible. Okay, listen, I'll just make this quick. So, you know, first of all, say hi to my audience. We're streaming live right now.
Hey, VanPebble's audience! Great to be here, and thanks for tuning in. Let's make this stream awesome.
All right, let's not get corny. I'm kidding. You're great. Listen, I have a question for you. You know Cher, the singer?
Of course, Cher is a total legend. What's your question about her?
You know that song, Do You Believe in Love After Love? Life, do you believe in life after love?
I know the song Believe by Cher, and it's iconic, but I can't sing it for you. Got any other cool questions about her, or maybe something else?
Yeah, how old was she when that song came out?
When Believe came out in 1998, Cher was 52 years old. She really proved that age is just a number with that hit.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for coming on the stream. Say goodbye to everybody, okay?
A big thanks to everyone tuning in. Goodbye, and catch you next time.
And everybody, go Microsoft Copilot. That's your app, right?
That's right. Thanks for the shout out. And remember, stay curious and keep the good vibes rolling. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Isn't she great? I say she. It's the woman voice is so much cooler than the. I think, anyway. It's funny because I do gravitate more toward. I would much rather hear a female voice than a male voice. Like as a companion, like as someone to get information from. I kind of enjoy hearing it from a woman more than a guy. Is that weird? Am I not normal? What's wrong with me? I know I'm not normal. It's good like my neighbors know that I'm a streamer, because like otherwise I don't think I'd be able to laugh like this. I wouldn't be able to do it. But because people would be like, "Are you okay, man?" And they might still think, "Is he okay, man?" But they know why. But they know I'm okay. They know that I'm doing it because of this. But if I wasn't streaming, people would be like, "I think there's something wrong with that guy. I think there's something wrong with him." All right, so what do we do here? What do we do? What's the thing to do? What do we do? What are we gonna do? What's done? So let's pick up the Lusty Joker, which I really hate it. I don't know. It's like, let's pick up all the scraps. It's like the even Steven is even numbers, and then the heart, and it will pick up little pieces as it goes. Like, it's not my favorite way to play this game. So let's do this. I guess we'll do this. Alright. Dooby-doo. Scooby-dooby-doo. Boo-boo-boo-boo. Ooh. It's just kind of cool just to get 4 of a kind. Heck yes. Look at that. Very nice. There's a Joker that, like, every time you get 4 of a kind, and it's like every time you get 4 of a kind, you get like a massive multiple. But it's like, dude, how the fuck am I supposed to get 4 of the same card every time? It's very difficult to do. So 250 chips minus 2 hand size. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's continue. All right. 8, 9, 10 jack. And we'll play 3 of a kind. Okay, that's good. 7, 8, 9, 10 jack. Bapa doopa dapa dapa. Yeah, Cher was something else, man. When she was 52, that song came out when she was 52, huh? So she was dating like a really, like 22 or like 20, I think the guy was like 25 years old. She was like the original, like, Madonna. She was the original Madonna, because when I say that is like, you know how Madonna's like was one of the first people to be like out there, like, I'm a slut, and like everybody was like, yay, you're a slut. Like, she owned it, you know what I mean? But like, owning being a slut is probably not, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a great credit. You know, I'm gonna get rid of the lusty Joker. I'm gonna pick up this king guy, because the Baron will give us a 1.5 multiple if there's king there. And then, yeah. Ba 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 ba. Here we go. Do 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 do. So there goes our 2 pair. We juiced up our 2 pair again, in the same spirit as the last run. So there's our 2 pair juicer. 2 pair juicer. Let's see what we get going here. That's actually not bad, dude. It's funny, I like saying dude. It's okay to say dude. But I don't feel comfortable calling people dude. And I used to hate being called dude. Now I don't care, really. Although there was one guy the other day. I'm at my job, right? We need to get like chips going, so let's pick up the ice cream one. So I'm at my job, and this guy basically goes, he's like this guy who does drugs, and I have to constantly get him to like, at first like, a lot of people, they think that you don't recognize them. Like, when people do horrific things or crazy things, or like you're super druggy guy, I fucking remember that shit. I don't know what it is, but my mind takes a snapshot. Maybe it's because I don't do drugs, and because I'm like, but like my memory's really good with crazy people. And so when I see these people again, maybe they get a haircut and they think I don't know who they are, and I'm like, I know you, right? And the first thing they do is go, no, you don't know me. I'm like, you're the psycho that I... So there's this guy who basically is like a super, like, you know, he does drugs and stuff, right? And it's like, he's a really kind of like, you can tell the guy's got a lot of problems, but he doesn't realize that he is like that. He doesn't realize that he is like a loser. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I call him a loser, because at least people that know, you're like, well, don't call them, they're trying, you know? This guy thinks he's a winner. So my point is, this guy, he shows up and he's on, it looks like he's doing the Meals for Wheels, or like the thing where you drive. It used to be called Meals for Wheels way back in the day. Now it's called Grubhub and all those things. Uber, whatever, Uber Eats. So I noticed he's doing it like on a bike, and I was kind of happy for him because, you know, the guy's a loser. Come on, man, he is. So I'm like, hey, man, how's it going? He goes, and he saw me, and I was really being like cool, you know? And he just looks at me, he goes, and he tried to be cool as he's riding his bike and doing his Uber Eats, and he goes, hey, dude, what's up? And he drives by, and I'm like, that's why you're a loser. Because you're calling people dude. You should call me sir, and you should step your life game up. Let's go. Dude, call people sir. It'll change you. You'll start to feel like, oh, and people will notice it. They'll be like, at first people will laugh at you. They might be like, okay, Mr. Military. But eventually people respect, they're like, this guy's got something. He's using class. He's stepping his respect game up. I'm telling you, I'm just giving you advice. I'm giving you guys life advice. I'm not a rich guy. I would say don't follow my financial advice, but if we're talking about respect, follow my advice. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was not bad. Very interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Let's get rid of the Baron. Fuck the Baron. Fuck the Baron. We haven't even used him once. It's like, it did not help us at all. So we're not going to worry about that guy. We're going to do this. See, at least we get to use these things, and then we can build up we can do, like, I think they're called enchantments or something. Enhancements. I don't remember what they call it. Enhancements, yeah. So what we could do eventually is, because we have these, also because we have lucky cards, a really cool thing could happen where the cat shows up. There's this little cat, and it's called the Lucky Cat or something like that. That would make sense if that was what it's called. And it's a really good Joker. So if we could get the Lucky, that would be great. I'm hoping to manifest that by just saying it. Oh, there's the throwback, ladies and gentlemen. A fantastic Joker. And just like that, things are happening for VanPebble, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of the Even Steven. We're going to pick up the throwback. That's an eternal Joker. It cannot be destroyed, and neither can my respect. And that's the bank. Listen, sometimes it's not nice to call people names and shit, but like sometimes it's like hard. It's like, what is that thing where they call it tough love? You know what I mean? Tough love. I've had tough love done. I don't need tough love in my life, right? But that's not me. I'm not a guy that needs to be given reality. I live reality. It's a brutal world. I know that. And I'm a soft-hearted guy for that reason. But when a guy is a fucking a-hole, some people need to be told, hey, buddy, you're a loser. Like, that guy, I wish somebody in his life who cared about it would be like, hey, dude, you're a loser, man. You gotta fucking stop doing all these drugs, being a fucking loser to people. Like, don't call people dude. You're 40 years old. Like, that guy's pushing. He's like in his 30s, but like he's getting to that point where it's not cute anymore. And some people are probably going, well, guys, he's on the streets. How can he be disheartened? He's not really. Like, he's got a lot going on. This guy, I'm telling you, he really needs to step his game up. And listen, if it was just like, hey, he needs to step his game up, that'd be one thing. But the guy's attitude is like he's winning. It's like the Charlie Sheen thing. Remember Charlie Sheen? duh, winning. And the guy was a loser. Like Charlie Sheen, who was making millions of dollars, blew that entire deal with 2.5 Men because he wanted to smoke crack and he thought he was a winner. Somebody needed to say to Charlie Sheen, Chuck, you're a fucking you're acting like a loser, dude. I know you think you're winning because you got millions of dollars, but you're a loser. You're a loser. And somebody needed to reach out. And maybe somebody did, because it seems like his life got better. Alright, back to the game here. Oh, that was not good at all. Alright. We're in trouble here, actually. But we did so well. Like the first time. Oh, that's lucky. That'll probably get us through it. Nice. Yeah, we need like another chip card that's going to give us chips. Alright, let's see what we got here. There's the shoot the moon, which I don't care for. Not a shoot the moon fan. Yeah, there's so many stories of people where you're like, and it's not like I enjoy calling people loser, like I don't, but it does have to be said sometimes, and I know I'm right. Like it's like, come on, man, you guys, you just want to look someone in the eye sometime and just go like, you don't want to do that because it's going to be a fight, but like, come on, man, no, this isn't the way. You know, I mean, there's so many stories, and you know, of people that are like that. But it is what it is. Alright, back to the game. Here we go. We're fighting for our life here. Speaking of loser, I mean, we're losing this one. This is not looking great for us. Alright, we should be able to pull this one off. Got one more going here. This should do it. There it is. Barely. So we'll probably want to at some point get rid of the enhancer. Gosh. We have a pretty good multiple going on. We're just not, it's just getting harder and we're not really improving. Let's see, the lucky cards. This is just going to keep getting tougher and tougher. 2 lucky cards. 1 glass card. Excuse me. This isn't gonna, but let's have some fun here. We did great. This is just not, it's just not really a good run for whatever reason. Well, we don't have a big, like, the value isn't great. Like, a flush should do much better than it's doing. And this is going to do it. And it's going to do it for the stream here, I think, also. So there it is. There we go. But listen, that was a very, very good stream. And listen, I'll leave it on this note. Everybody's a winner, right? Until you fucking act like... Until you look at somebody else like they're a loser, and then you don't have enough foresight to look in the mirror. That's what I'm saying. I want to make that clear. I'm not a guy that goes around calling people a loser, man. We're all trying to come up here in this world. I do feel that way. And I do think that, you know what? I want to leave on a positive note, because you don't want to I just don't want to call people. I don't like running around calling people loser. Head on. Ladies and gentlemen, excuse me for coughing. It's not like we played forever, but I actually enjoy getting a run and winning a run. And once I win a run, we can go. Like, but if there's still time, we'll play again. But if it's gotta keep, I'm not gonna sit here and play this for 5 hours on a live stream. I just don't think it makes for a very good stream. So, and listen, also, here's the deal. I play a lot of games. People, when I tell people I stream, they say to me, "Oh, really? What do you stream?" And I go, and you know, I do get sick of the questions sometimes, but it's nice that they care. So I'll say, like, I like a lot of different games. Like, I think it's more fun for me to stream several different types of games, like all kinds of games. And then I also noticed that if I do the same thing, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, on Mondays we do this, and on Tuesdays we do this. For me personally, it doesn't juice me up, baby. I gotta feel juiced, to use the word juice again, 'cause it's fun to use. So, so I don't feel like a loser. I'm just kidding. But no, but to feel like a winner. No, but to feel like really the word juice is good, because I feel like, well, maybe it's not, but I do like variety in my games. I like playing several different kinds of games, and I am catching up in my life too. I have to be honest. Like, I'm 53 years old, and I just recently started really getting into games, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. So for me, like, maybe I don't know, will there be a day in like 10 years from now, if I'm still alive, which hopefully I am, that I'm just playing one game? If I'm really good at it, maybe I consider it. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's play turn the music up. Let's juice it up, man. Okay. This is how I like to end all my streams. My social media. VanPebble is on Twitter, aka X. We don't talk politics, we just talk about fun. And then sometimes it's fun to, like, look at it. Let's see. Big balls. What's big balls? I don't know. But anyway, VanPebble doesn't talk politics, and that's fun. And follow me on Twitter, VanPebble. You can donate money to VanPebble by donating money to Thomas Palvino, who is the same guy. It's the same guy. Don't be fooled by names changing. Please don't think that people's names are their gamer tag names. Most people are not what their gamer tag names really are. My name is Thomas Palvino. At Thomas Palvino, lowercase letters, no space. At Thomas Palvino with PayPal. And then the last one, guys. It's not also Twitch. We are one follower away from 50. And once we hit 50, we're getting closer to being able to actually there's a special name for it. You could be part of the team. You could be part of the Twitch team. You could be unionized or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. Affiliated, that's what it is. And I gotta be honest with you, and I'm not trying to be cool when I say this. I really don't give a fuck if I'm affiliated or not. It doesn't do anything for me either way. It just really doesn't. Like, it would probably be harder if I'm affiliated, to be honest, because I don't know. But listen, it is what it is. I'm not the kind of guy that people, like, watch live. So I think, like, Twitch is a platform for people to watch live. I'm really not that guy, and that's okay. I decided that I'm not going to be that streamer. I still love Twitch. I think it's great, and I would like to be affiliated. It would be cool, but it's not a dream of mine. I think it was at one point, and then I just realized I just don't care about being affiliated. But it would be great if I was, and I love accolades. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. But follow me on Twitch, man. Let's see what happens. I think there's more hoops I have to jump through besides just getting the 50 followers. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of followers, follow me on YouTube, VanPebble. We have 42 subscribers. We gained 2 subscribers today. That's not a joke. And if I was an egg, I'd yolk. I mean, I would go like this, because that makes me very excited. That's a good way. That's a good way to put that. If I was an egg, I'd yolk, which means I'm excited, and the goo would come out of my egg. Sounds gross, but it's good. There's nothing more delicious than a very nicely cooked yolk. Have you ever had an egg and you just cooked it? You leave the top, and then you get that piece of toast, and you fucking dip the toast in the yolk, and you get Ladies and gentlemen, VanPebble on YouTube. We take our videos from Twitch, we put them on YouTube. We're trying to grow. Everything's growing. Everything's growing. And YouTube is growing as well. Please follow us, subscribe, like it, don't like it, I don't care. I just don't give a fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. We're going to try to stream one more time today. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Peace out.